Hello, design enthusiasts. So today we are here for a project reveal episode. I am really excited to show you this sky-high Reston condo. And I'm even more excited because our client, this is the second, I guess, third or fourth project that we worked with her. So we met years ago in Reston and we did her first townhouse down the street and we did her beautiful kitchen. And as life happened, she decided to sell it and buy a condo here at Reston Town Center. So I'm excited to show you this kitchen, and the transformation here was really extreme, if I have to say so myself. So make sure you check out those before photos. This literally was 3 rooms. Half of the kitchen here was not utilized. It was just weird cabinetry. A lot of windows that made sense probably for the architects. And I think it was a breakfast area. I'm not quite sure what was happening here, but they didn't use it. And then behind us, that was the sunroom. I don't know what they did, but it was enclosed. And again, all it did is collect a lot of heat because it has 2 beautiful but very sunny windows with no air circulation, and it divided the space, which made no sense. Now it made into a beautiful sitting area. You can enjoy the view. You can have your morning coffee here, and also enough space to open the table and host your friends. And then, of course, and there was as you can see, there was a tiny little door that walked between the spaces. Again, created a really enclosed kitchen that was not usable, really old. So it is a condo, so unfortunately we had some restraints. My original idea was to actually, open, of course, the whole wall over here, but that was not doable because we do have pipes and other building stuff that coming through this part of the wall that really wasn't possible. But I think we worked around it really nicely and incorporated. So the original idea was to open everything, create an island so you can actually circulate. I don't really necessarily always like to have a big walking space like this without being able to walk around it. But unfortunately, in this area, we couldn't do that. So we did go with this beautiful long peninsula, which again creates into and gives a beautiful serving area and a prep area. So when you have your guests on the other side having a coffee or dinner, they can come and serve themselves. Or if you're cooking, you have plenty of room here to do all the baking and rolling. And you really can have 2, even 3 people in the kitchen at the same time really easily, and nobody is bumping into each other. So the other thing we had to work around is the ceiling. So as you can see, there is different levels of the ceilings here. So we try to play with it to create a really cool, fun design, but again, utilize as much as possible the height of the ceiling and not reduce the ceiling where it wasn't necessary. So in the main area of the kitchen, we did keep and reduce the ceiling to accommodate, but then we open it up to accommodate more storage and larger cabinetry on this side. So some of the splurges that the client enjoyed is those custom tile from fire clay. Those are handmade tile from California. Beautiful shade, beautiful color that complements the beautiful cherry cabinetry. We also have the French door stove, which again, I actually like it because it is a very accessible as well, because you don't have to bend over in order to actually use it. It opens up very easily. So if you have a back problem or you don't want to bend over, it actually just sits right there. It's also safer because the the door doesn't come in front of you, which you have to lean. So if you have smaller children, or again, people with different ability, that is a great oven to use. And actually, you can actually have a one hand operations with that. And of course, you guys know how much I love monogram. I have monogram in my home, and you have all the fun and awesome features in the oven here for accurate cooking and baking that makes life so much easier. So of course, the microwave drawer, you guys know that it's one of my favorite. We had it in her previous home as well. And so that was definitely a must to make sure that we are going to continue with that. One of the fun things, so this is usually one of these cabinets that people don't utilize because it's hard to reach. You're not ever going to use it. But one of the things that we have from Rubber Shelf is even me, that I'm kind of short, I can actually easily reach it without a step stool, and the whole thing actually pulls out. So it makes a really easy, and this one comes out as well. So you can actually utilize that storage much easier, and you don't have to use a step stool. It's just that simple of operation. And yeah, like, ta-da! So in here, of course, we have the monogram gas cooktop and a Zephyr hood. As you know, I really love my pull-outs. So really, we can keep everything off the counter. All the cooking utensils easily live in those drawers. And we have another one for all the oils and all the bottles and everything. So that kind of like stays out of the way. So the kitchen is really nicely organized. This sink is also, again, one of my multitasking sinks. So I absolutely love it because, you can check our episode about the sinks, but this is the sink that multitasks. So we have different levels here in the sinks. So we have the different trays that we can utilize in the sink, and it actually sits in the, so you don't have to dry dishes inside the, or on your countertop. You can do everything within the sink. The sink is large enough, so you don't have to worry about anything sitting on your countertop. I love this growy faucet. It is fun, playful, and very flexible. And you can actually get this part of the faucet in different colors as well. So if you want to play with the different colors in your space, this is actually can be easily replaced. And of course, to top it all off, we have the Cambria stone here with the beautiful, beautiful green veining to complement the rest of this kitchen. So on this side of the kitchen, the client wanted to have additional serving area where she's sitting over here with her guests. So it's a little bit of a serving area plus the TV. She knew that she wanted to have the TV here. So when they're having their morning coffee or sitting in the sitting area, there's a TV, because there is no TV in the family room. But I wanted to make it a little bit different and make it look like a piece of furnishing versus another cabinetry. So we actually utilized the color of the green cabinetry from the top, but instead of just going regular cabinetry, we added legs to make it look like it's more of a piece of furnishing versus making it look like another cabinet that we slept in here. So this is really just another extra area where they keep all their serving stuff. It's easy, again, to access to the coffee table and the dining. They enjoy their TV, and this is really rounds up the rest of the kitchen space. All right, so I absolutely love this little bathroom. The main problem and issue that this is actually also the powder room for the house. This is a condo, as I told you, in Reston. So a lot of spaces are multifunction. So this is one of the hall bathrooms. It's also adjacent to a bedroom, but it's also the powder room. So it's the main. So we were trying to create a little jewel box here that is going to be beautiful enough for using it for when your guests are coming over, but at the same time is going to be functional for the people using it as well. So one of the biggest problems was that there's also adjacent closet over here, which we also fixed, and I'll show you that in a minute. There's not a lot of functional changes that we could have done because that's the utility wall behind it. So we really just needed to dress it up and make it pretty and beautiful and functional. So let me show you. So we actually did this beautiful shower, has a lot of grab bars. So again, because it's a condo, we could not make it curvous completely, but we did it as low as possible. We used this beautiful decked in slabs in order to create seamless shower with really zero maintenance, beautiful color gold, French gold fixtures, and with the niche in there. Of course, we did add light over here. And as you can see with the paint color, it's definitely one of the client's favorites. So we did color drenching here. So everything is painted, including the baseboards. Everything is painted the same color, which turned out beautiful. And then we, of course, updated the vanity. It was useless, very small, no functionality. And we just wanted to make sure that we add a little bit more space. So one of the things that I love to do is actually elevate the faucet into the wall. It actually gives you more countertop space in this area with a beautiful detail on the backsplash. And of course, and this is hidden, we actually have extra storage over here. So this way it is functional for the people using this bathroom, but at the same time, it's hidden. You don't even know that it's actually a medicine cabinet. And of course, you know how much I love drawers under the vanities because everything just fit super nicely. Even if it's a mess, it doesn't matter. It's a good mess because you can actually find everything that you need. So I absolutely love this bathroom and the colors, everything that we selected for it. So look at this beautiful space. This bathroom, I'm not gonna say it was a disaster, but it was definitely an old bathroom. This toilet was actually enclosed in a tiny little room, which made no sense. I guess it gave some privacy, but it also took a lot of space from that bathroom, which is, it's wide is long, but at the same time, with having a door here, it was just nuts because there was just an empty space over here that made no sense. So the client wanted to have some more options for storage because again, it's a condo. Condo is usually known for not having too much storage. So by opening the space A, it's much easier access to use the toilet when you need it, but it also opened us the opportunity to create custom cabinetry for her with storage, but that is pretty much her linen closet. So linen closets do not have to be ugly. Custom pieces like this make it look like a piece of furnishing. It's all custom made, drawers, beautiful glass. This glass is also reflective of the glass cover on the in the shower. We had to create some privacy because it's still a condo facing the main street. So we wanted to make sure that they coordinate with each other. This beautiful rain looking glass in here. And of course, to have some of that art. This is a beautiful beach art that was done by a client's friend specifically for that space. So you can see the beautiful colors and the beechwood and the glass and all the greens that absolutely work fabulously with this space. So for the vanity, since our client using this bathroom on her own, but even if you are living with another person, it's not always necessary to have two sinks in the primary bathroom. A lot of times, even as a couple, you don't really use the bathroom at the same time, so there's no necessary to use two sinks. It really depends on your lifestyle and how you live it with your partner or no partner. So in this case, we decided that one large sink and more countertop space is going to be much more beneficial for our client's lifestyle than two sinks. So one large sink, there's plenty of space to work, but at the same time, it gave you plenty of countertop space to enjoy and have everything that you need in your home. I love, love, love this color, plum color sink that just really offset all the greens and of course the beautiful pinks on the wall. Plenty of storage for everything that you need. You guys know I love drawers in the bathroom, and they just absolutely make the most sense for us in order to organize everything so much better. A large mirror, but not that large, just large enough that you can enjoy the light and enjoy seeing yourself, but not completely overwhelming. We also layered the lighting here, so we have recessed task light throughout, but we also have beautiful light on the mirror itself to create additional light. It can be used also as a night light. It's a little bit softer when you're coming at night and you not necessarily need to do your makeup. And of course, it adds another layer of beauty for that space. And coming into the shower, believe it or not, if you see with the window, and that pretty much was the size of the tub that was here before. So all this was enclosed, and it wasn't even like, let's call it a regulation size tub. It was probably a 48, maybe 54-inch tub. It was really, really small. All this area was blocked off, and only when we did the demolition, we realized that actually all that space is actually empty in the back. So we had to kind of rejig the plan while we're there, and of course took advantage of that space to make sure that you get this beautiful large shower. Again, we have this beautiful color French bronze fixtures in here. As you know, I love wall niches, and the cool part about this shower and a lot of stuff that we do is, you know, people don't want to walk into the shower to turn it completely on and get wet. So you can actually turn the shower on here very easily. You can actually stand on the side, turn the water on. You don't have to get wet. And then you can actually walk into the shower once everything is dry. This shower also featured two niches, which I absolutely love. So we have one large one that has all the main stuff, and then a little one for extra stuff, but you can also use it to put your leg and do some shaving. This is for the ladies and the guys. I know a lot of athletes that shave, so that is a great way to utilize that little niche. Another, again, just extra storage. On the other side, because we don't really have a lot of wall spaces, are the towels. And again, this shower is wide enough that you can easily, unless you're really a person that goes wild in the shower, this is long enough that your towels actually stay dry, and you can just grab a fresh towel when you are done with your shower, hang it, and then leave. It is not sauna, so it's open, so your towel dries really easily with no issues. Another thing that other than the mosaic tiles on the floor, again, we went with large pieces of tile. Those tiles here are 24 by 48. So again, large format tile where you have very little grout lines, so easy to clean and easy to maintain. And of course, on the floor, you have the mosaic tile that helps with the traction in the floor. And I love the reflection of the glass in here. So it makes the room sparkle and brightens up everything. All right, guys, so this is it for our episode of the Reston Sky High Condo. I hope you enjoyed it and learned a few tips and tricks for your next project. Again, I'm Anna Gibson with AKG Design Studio. If you loved the episode, please make sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you'll know when is the next episode is coming. We drop new episodes every Wednesday afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. And please do not keep us a secret. So make sure you share our channel with your friends, family, anyone that needs design advice or some beautiful things in their life. And if you want me to design your next space, make sure to connect with us on our website, www.akgdesignstudio. You can find our contact me form and see all the other beautiful projects and read our blogs. If you are a vendor or want to be on our show, make sure to email me at info@AKG Design Studio. All this information is in the show notes, so you don't have to worry about missing anything out. And until next time,